from the several aspects of science that are proved to be true in this age, which Allah told 1400 years ago in Quran Pak. Following are some scientific facts in the light of Holy Quran. 1. The creation of life. Allah says in the Quran, "We made every living being from water." Will they not believe? In this verse, Allah mentions water as the basic element of the creation of everything. Today, science proves that every living thing is made up of cells, and these cells consist of 80% of cytoplasm, which in simple terms, is water. This might have seemed odd for the people of that time, as there was no science to prove it, but today, science proves this fact, which the Quran mentioned 1,400 years ago. While talking about the creation of human being, Allah says in the Quran, "He was created of a gushing fluid, emanating from between the loins and the ribs. Then made his progeny, from a quintessence of the nature of a fluid despised." Now science has proved that semen, a reproductive fluid, that is released from man contains sperm cells, and only one sperm is sufficient to fertilize the egg inside the female in order to produce an embryo. Furthermore, Allah says, "Created man, from a clot, a piece of thickly congealed blood." Quranic 96, verse 2, aluk is plural of aluka, which means congealed blood as well as a thing that sticks like junk. This is the primary state of the embryo, which appears a few days after conception. Then, it assumes the form of a lump of flesh, and then afterward, it gradually takes human shape. This concept of the Quran is well explained by Dr. Kayeth Moore. He observed the earliest shape of the embryo by an extremely powerful microscope. When the embryo's shape was compared to the shape of a junk insect, he became surprised, because both have resembled one another. 2. Function of mountain. Allah says in the Quran, "Have we not made the earth a resting place? And the mountains like stakes?" Surah An-Naba 78, verses 6-7. This ayah describes mountains as stakes that go deep down in earth. Today, science proves this claim of the Quran, according to which the mountains are not just above the surface, rather they have roots deep down below the earth's surface as well. Example of Mount Everest. The highest peak in the world, Mount Everest, can be the best example of this. According to scientists, Mount Everest is 9 kilometers above the surface, has its roots almost 125 kilometers below the surface. Thus the metaphor of mountain-like stakes in the Quran actually gets scientific proof. 3. Sky as a protector. Allah says in the Quran, "We made the sky a protective ceiling, and yet they turn away from our signs." Allah mentions sky as a protective ceiling, and calls it as a sign. Today, this is a scientific fact, that the sky actually does serve as a protective shield for life on earth. Moreover, Allah says about sky in the Quran, "I swear by the firmament, which returns." What is the returning function of sky means? Scientists prove that there are different layers of sky surrounding the earth. Each layer is beneficial for the existence of life on earth. These layers return the rays back to space, or back down to the earth. Layers of sky. The first layer of sky, under which life exists, is known as troposphere. It is approximately 15 kilometers high near the equator. It enables water vapors to rise from the surface of the earth to be condensed, and turn back as rain. The second layer is ozonosphere, which is also known as stratosphere. This layer is at an altitude of 50 kilometers. Ozone plays a key role in the temperature structure of the Earth's atmosphere by returning ultraviolet rays back into space. The third layer is called ionosphere, or mesosphere. This layer fulfills the requirements of modern technology of wireless sound systems on Earth, such as television, radio, and satellite over long distances. It plays a role to send sound signals back to Earth for the telecast. It is 50 to 80 kilometers high. The magnetosphere is another most important layer of the sky, above Earth. It protects Earth from heat strokes. In the absence of this layer, all living things will burn, and unable to survive on Earth. This layer is also called the thermosphere, and its height is 80 to 700 kilometers. The fifth main layer is exosphere. It is 700 to 10,000 kilometers high above Earth. It is the uppermost layer, where the atmosphere thins and merges with interplanetary space. 4. The presence of iron. For the people of today, iron is a metal that is found on Earth. However, according to scientists today, the original source of iron is not a metal of this Earth, rather it came from space. Quran mentions iron in the following way: "We sent down iron, in which there is an awesome power, as well as many benefits for mankind." This ayah states that iron is not something that formed on Earth, but was actually sent down by Allah. According to scientists, billions of years ago meteoroids hit Earth, and these meteoroids came with the metal iron, which then dispersed and immersed in different parts of the Earth. Thanks for watching the video, and subscribe my channel for more videos.